Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Leo Hoffman Field for second round district action of the Region 4 playoffs. Tonight, the Edwardsburg Eddies take on the Bulldogs of Vicksburg. Vicksburg has won the toss. They have deferred to the second half. Here are the starting lineups. First up, the defense for Vicksburg. Number 1, Jacob Conklin. Number 8, Jim Cutshaw. Number 20, Brendan Monroe. Number 21, Grant Anderson. Number 44, Carter Mann. Number 51, Stephen Phelps. Number 53, Stephen McCallum. Number 55, Logan Sprinkle. Number 56, Ben Hackman. Number 57, Bo Lewis. And number 73 for the Bulldogs is Colin Groves. Vicksburg is coached by Kurt Phelps. I'm sorry, Tom Marchese is the head coach of the Bulldogs. Phelps is the assistant coach. Now here's the starting lineup for the Edwardsburg Eddies. Offense, starting number 6, Jacob Pagura. Number 8, Landon Michael. Number 24, Drew Bidwell. Number 32, Ethan Sebra. Number 42, Jackson Hoover. Number 50, Davion Schmucker. Number 52, and another captain, Tanner Hirsch. Number 55 for the Eddies, Gage Strawberman. Number 63, Brennan Brady Britton. Number 68, Sam Kartzer. Number 73, Peyton Brady Britton. And number 82 for the Eddies is Max Hafner. The head coach of the Eddies is Kevin Bartz. welcome to the field the Bulldogs of Vicksburg. And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your Edwardsburg Eddies. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Once again, Vicksburg won the flip of the coin. They have deferred to the second half. So Edwardsburg will be receiving to start tonight's contest. The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of the Paul Hastings game next week for the district championship.
Get things going for the Eddies. You got McCulley and Hauser back there as well for the Eddies, or Schwartz, excuse me. We have the Lester back there as well. 12 minutes on the clock. Kyler Dean will be the one kicking it away for Vicksburg. A very tight formation on the kickoff. He will boot it high. It's going to be short. It's going to be taken by Hoover near the 20-yard line. Hoover will get stopped just across the 25. Looks like they'll mark him near the 26-yard line. You know, one thing we were talking about in the pregame, Mike, is the spotting of the ball is going to be a little bit different tonight, where the official will actually come out. The officials will not be touching or handling the football. So the official is going to come out and mark the spot with his foot, and then the center or one of the Eddies players will put the ball where the official's foot was. The official will clear out, and the play will resume from there. And we just saw that now on the YouTube feed from the Edwardsburg Public Schools, if you're following along.
Each team has their own ball.
Here's a pitch to Bidwell. He comes near side, waiting for a hole to open up. A little bit slow in developing there on the left side. He'll get a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9 for the Eddies. Eddies going from our right to left, wearing the home blues, while the Bulldogs come out with the red pants and white tops in their away uniforms. It'll be Ethan Sebra, Jackson Hoover, and Drew Bidwell left to right for Mr. Jacob Pagura, the junior quarterback. Here's the snap. It's going to be Sebra. Sebra with a nice hole up the middle. He breaks through an arm tackle. Sebra is going to take it to the house. When he gets there, this will be a 73-yard touchdown run, and the Eddies are off and running.
Sebra just busting through the line, shook off one tackler, and he was gone. Less than a minute into the game.
Sebra, who's been relatively quiet in terms of offensive production this season, but I don't think it's not his fault. I would say he hasn't gotten a lot of handoffs, a lot of play calls go his way. He hasn't had a whole lot of carries.
13 carries on the season, 5.5 yards a carry.
You compare that with his starting compatriots, Jackson Hoover and Drew Bidwell, each with 25. Eddie's getting ready to go for 2. Pagura. It's going to be up the middle, I believe. I believe it's Brett Allen who punched it in for 2. Waiting for the officials to call it because they don't know where the ball is.
They're not sure which Eddie had the ball, but 4 of them were standing in the end zone at that point.
That is 8-0 now. Edwardsburg with 11:09 remaining in the first quarter.
Tell you what, that touchdown there has got to be brought to you by Ground Zero Archery because it was right on target. You are into that kind of thing, hey, Ground Zero Archery, they're the people for you. You can, they've got the pro shop, they got a range, they got target and mounted archery instructions. You can reach them. They're in Niles. Give them a call, 479-9944. I'll tell you what, or you can look them up online at groundzeroarchery.com. So the Eddies take the ball in their own 26, and as Chris said, a couple plays later, Sebra breaking it big.
Bryce Smith and Tim Cutchaw are back to receive for the Bulldogs. Number 9 teeing it up for the Eddies is Trevor Houseworth.
Mr. Houseworth gets the ball teed up for the Eddies. He's done a great job on kickoffs all season long, Mike. Certainly been very consistent for us.
Absolutely.
Ball teed up at the 40-yard line. He will boot it deep. It'll come near side. They're going to field it near the 9-yard line. That's Cutchaw, and he'll be taken down just across the 15-yard line. Nice special teams coverage by the Eddy squad. Now again, remember offensively, we're going to see Jacob Conklin out there leading the way for this Bulldog squad. They'll rotate the running backs a little bit. Elijah Bombich is more of their fullback. He's a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier for him. Typically they come out in either shotgun or a pistol formation, and Bombich is in the backfield standing next to Conklin. They got trips out to the left side. Conklin gets a snap, back to pass, looking left side. He's going to fire it, and his receiver fell down. Pass was intended for number 11, Kyle Budmeyer. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, receiver slipped coming out of the break, wasn't able to get back to it. Otherwise, he had a shot.
First quarter of tonight's game also brought to you by my friend Gene Millen of Millen Automotive in Niles, right on 2nd Street, close to Plym Park, if you're familiar with that area. I'm hoping to get over there soon and have a remote start, put on my my Mercury.
Oh, you spoiled.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man. No joke without a garage. Here's the give to Bombich. He's up the middle. Boy, he got hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. And that might have been, I believe that was Hauser on the tackle. Hauser just got in there and made a nice hit.
Tell you what, we've watched the Eddies this year through their games, and we have seen some really big sticks from the Eddies defense. They just like laying the lumber to people.
And Hauser's someone I think you need to be excited about. He also will get in some snaps later on as a running back, and boy, he's got a big burst of speed. You can see already what he's doing on defense. He's like a young Drew Bidwell out there. Man in motion. Here's a snap. It'll be a rollout, play action. Conklin look, fires it deep. Ew, just incomplete, just out of the reach of Toby Stock, one of his favorite targets out there. Looked like it may have went right through the wickets on Mr. Stock. But that was a nice throw, good spiral, good spin, maybe about a foot or two just out of the reach of Toby Stock.
Yeah, Eddie's had decent coverage. Jacoby Luster out there making it tough. And tell you what, well-designed play. Vicksburg was able to draw the other safety for the Eddies in because of the routes that were being run. And they went for the home run ball, just didn't quite connect.
Jackson Hoover back to return the punt from Jacob Conklin. He boots it high and deep. Hoover standing near the 50, trying to clear out his players. And it'll be knocked out of bounds around the 47-yard line, so the Eddies will have excellent field position to start their next drive with 10:06 left. It's Edwardsburg 8 and Vicksburg nothing.
That is obviously not the way that the Bulldogs want to start, but tell you what, they were just a whisker away from making a big connection there, so we'll have to see how that develops with the rest of the game here, if it holds true to form.
Pagura getting them lined up, still has a starting trio in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here's the snap. It's going to be Bidwell. Bidwell runs left side. Decent blocking there for it. Should give him about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 remaining for the Eddies as they get up to the 42-yard line of Vicksburg.
And the stop is 57.
Gavin Hauser checking in now.
2nd down and 5 for the Eddies. Ball at the 41-yard line.
Hauser, Hoover, and Bidwell in the backfield for Pagura. Here's the snap. It's going to be Hoover. Hoover through the middle. Easy to lose him. He gets close to the 1st down marker.
Ball carrier is 42.
Near the 35-yard line. Far sideline official looks like they'll give him the spot. And they do. 1st down for the Eddies. Reminder, winner tonight's game faces the winner of Pawpaw and Hastings.
Let's go, Blue!
That game also going on right now. Here's a snap, and it's a pitch to Hauser. He loses it. Ball's on the turf. He's going to pick it up. See if he can get to the edge and at least get some positive yards here. Nice job by Hauser. Ran about 30 yards for a 3-yard gain.
Tell you what, that no way that you can replace speed, because he was dead to rights and way back there after that bad pitch out.
Brett Allen immediately replaces Hauser. You can see on the replay that we just saw on the YouTube feed here, Mike, that Hauser didn't quite look the ball in all the way. 2nd and 8 up to the 34-yard line.
That is one of the hardest things to do. You got to concentrate on the ball first.
Give to Hoover. Hoover up the middle. Hoover's going to take it to the house. This one will be from 34 yards out.
42 for a touchdown, Jackson Hoover.
With 8:23 left in the 1st quarter, the Eddies add another 6 to the scoreboard. It is 14-0 Edwardsburg.
Nice little seam up the middle.
34-yard touchdown run for the Eddies.
Containment, and he's got the speed to take it to the house.
Edwardsburg getting set to go for 2. Hoover still in there, along with Brett Allen and Drew Bidwell.
It's nice that your first carry of the night goes for a 34-yard touchdown.
That helps. Helps you a stat book. Here's a pitch to Allen. See if he can get it in for another 2. He did on the first try. He'll do it again. Yep. 16-0 now, Edwardsburg.
8:23 to go, first quarter.
So far, this is playing out very similar to the first time they met each other.
Yeah, the Eddies showing that offensive dominance that they do. That touchdown there was brought to you by Frankie Bass. While you're not thinking about that maybe today because the temperatures are really nice.
We were thinking about it 2 weeks ago.
It definitely, we were saying we need this. So, yeah, you got some propane needs. They've been the gas professional since 1946. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. You can check them out there at rangergas.com. And the Eddies are cooking with propane here today, Chris. Didn't take long. Hoover on the year so far. That's his 26th carry. He's got about, now just a shade under 500 yards, and that's his 5th touchdown through the ground.
Trevor Houseworth with the ball at the 40-yard line. Cutshaw back to return it. Ball is booted high and deep. It'll be Cutshaw again. He takes it near the 9-yard line, across the 10. Gets to the 20-yard line, looking for a cutback lane. They'll find a small one, gets him near the 24-yard line.
Cutshaw, the ball carrier.
Now, if you're the Bulldogs, you're feeling a little bit of that pressure. This is only the second time that they're going to have the ball, and they're already down 16-0. So, in the back of their mind, do they get a little bit more tense, or do they just say, okay, relax, this is what it is, let's go out and see if we can make something happen here.
16-0 in the first quarter. Brought to you by our friend Ron Rogers at Ruoff Mortgage. 8:18 left in the quarter. Conklin in the shotgun, trips out to the left side. Here's a snap. He's looking left side. He's going to fire it to his man in the screen. Takes it near the 20-yard line. Gets a little bit of real estate, close to the 30 when he'll be brought down.
Number 9, Toby Scott. Into the stop was Gavin Hauser for the Eddies.
Toby Stock on that. Again, I believe that's Conklin's favorite target out there, so we'll probably hear his name a lot. They did sling it quite a bit last time we played him, at least in terms of high school football, quite a bit.
His arm got wore out.
Bombich is next to him in the backfield right now. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line. Man in motion. Conklin gets it, hands it off to Bombich. Bombich comes near side. He's being held onto, but they will finally bring him down. Very close to the first down marker up near the 33-yard line. Brett Allen on the tackle.
15 and number 32, Ethan Zebra.
They're going to give them the first down and move those chains.
Now this rule about the ball placement with the officials putting their foot down, that was actually optional during the regular season, but in playoffs, now mandatory.
33-yard line.
Bombich still in the backfield next to Conklin. 2 wideouts split to the left. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quick pass. He's got his man, and he'll be dropped. Toby Stock catches it, but does he get rocked?
Toby Stock.
That'll get him up near the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and short now for the Bulldogs. It's probably the most success they've seen against the Eddies in at least the 2 games they've played this year.
Couple consecutive passes there. Stock of 7 yards. If he gets one more, it's time to go play the lotto.
2nd and 3. Up to the 40-yard line now. Here's the keeper for Conklin. Tries to fake it in the backfield. The Eddies will stand him up, though. The Eddies will stand tall. I believe that's Zebra on the tackle. Back him up, maybe a foot if that. 3rd and 3 now.
Starting into the blue wall. The blue wall. Eddies are in their blue uniforms tonight, where the Bulldogs are in the red and white uniforms.
took out Plainwell last week in the opener of districts. That was a close contest, 17-12 final score. Came down to the end, flag thrown. Here's the pass. Conklin's got his right out. Carter man, and he'll be tackled by Luster across the 45-yard line. Good for a first down if the play call stands. Likely will. I think it may have been an Eddie or somebody in the neutral zone, but we'll wait and see. They'll mark him at the 45-yard line. Again, good for a first down if it stands. Oh, sideline warning against Vicksburg. But it is a first down as the play will stand.
It's a sideline warning going against Vicksburg.
Gotta watch the sidelines. Those officials need room over there.
There'll be a first down.
I believe it's the next time they get a sideline warning. It's 15-yard.
I don't know if it's 15, but it certainly isn't going to help.
It won't help.
Any flag, anything yellow on the field is usually not to your benefit.
Vicksburg nears the Millen Automotive midfield as they're at their own 45-yard line. 5:21 on the clock. Man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be gifted to Bombich. Bombich up the middle. There's Bidwell, though. Oh, Bidwell. Kyle drives him. Second and 10 now.
In the NFL, that gets you a flag for driving the guy into the ground. Man, he just picked him up and completed him and then planted him.
Bombich at 5'9", still 191 pounds.
Yeah, well,
you tell me that kid's 191 pounds. You see him out there?
Well, I'll tell you what. You know Bidwell could press 195 pounds because he just.
Twins out to the left for Conklin. He's looking that way. He's looking over the middle. Going back to the left. He's getting a little bit of heat. That offensive line's doing a good job giving him some time. Here goes Seabra, though. Seabra has to get up there and stop him. Conklin's going to get by. He'll get the first down before he's knocked out of bounds. Inside the Eddies' 45-yard line. Very close to the 40-yard line. So a big play for Jacob Conklin, who went one-on-one with Seabra, was able to win.
Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Brett.
Big 15-yard run for Conklin there.
That's enough for a Bulldogs first down.
Bulldogs doing exactly what they need to do. They're getting some first downs. They're working
First
the
down,
clock.
10, ball at the 40-yard line.
It's interesting, the Eddies didn't put any real pressure on that time, but then they lost contain after, about 5 seconds of Conklin running around back there.
Yeah, they only rushed 3 on that. Paw leading Hastings 7-0 early on there. First and 10. Here's the give. It's going to be 25 new ball carrier, Xavier Wadley. Wadley will get 3 yards. Bring up second and 7 now for the Bulldogs.
63, Brennan for the Eddies.
Subs coming in for the Eddies. Got about 3 or 4 guys checking in. House first one of them. Conklin in the shotgun, twins out both sides.
Nobody in the backfield.
Doesn't mean he can't run. Here comes the heat from the Eddies. There's Houseworth. Houseworth trying to get to him. He's going to get some help. And it's Hauser who brings him down. Gavin Hauser, the benefactor of some heat from Houseworth.
That's just a well-timed blitz by Houseworth there, and a good call by the defensive coordinator because you had nobody as a fullback or tailback to help, and then the Eddies decide, well, we're not going to sit back this time.
3rd and 19 as they back him up to the Eddies' 49-yard line. 3:13 on the clock in the first quarter. It is 16-0 Edwardsburg. Third and 19. Conklin in the shotgun, trips out to the left side. Here's a snap, back to pass. He's probably looking for stock, but he's going to roll out. Rolls to his left. He's going to tuck it and try and run. And he'll be tackled at the 45-yard line of Edwardsburg. Only a gain of 4 for Conklin. And that will bring up 4th and 15 now for Vicksburg.
Into the stop was 52, Tanner Hirsch for the Eddies.
Something you need to kind of keep in the back of your mind is Conklin is also the punter for this team. So I'm sure the Eddies, and typically in high school football, you're not going to see a lot of big-time special teams plays. But you always have to keep in the back of your mind, Conklin, your quarterback, is your punter. Potential for a fake at some point. Here's the snap. Conklin has it. He'll boot it away, standing at the 45-yard line. The Eddies are going to clear out. That ball will bounce near the 10-yard line, roll inside, and die right around the 6-yard line. So the Eddies will be pinned deep in their own territory with 2:08 left in the first quarter. Edwardsburg leading 16-0. I think a lot of things there for Vicksburg to build on, Mike, going into their next drive. You saw some good pass completions. I think some nice solid completions to Toby Stock out there for Jacob Conklin. Some good runs by Conklin, but some self-inflicted wounds there as the Eddies also brought in the heat. Conklin couldn't get rid of it in enough time before he was finally tackled for a big loss.
Yeah, it was a decent drive, 10 yards or 10 plays from their own 23, but that one big sack hurt them.
Here go the Eddies. It's going to be Sebra right side. They'll be pushed back after a gain. I'm going to say it's maybe 1 or 2 at most. We're going to give him 2. Feeling generous. Oprah gives away houses. I'm going to give away a yard.
You are a generous man.
2nd and 8 with just under 1:40 remaining in the first quarter.
I've had some houses of mine I'd like to give away.
Hauser's out there now. Here's the snap. It's going to be a give come near side. It's Brett Allen. Allen, slow burst of speed, though, as he was wrapped up pretty quick. Gets across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Go get him.
A 4-yard gain for Brett Allen.
Get him. Go get him.
Allen will stay out there.
Go get him. Get him. Go get him. Orange and blue. Go
I can say overall for the season, Mike, very impressed with Jacob Pagura as the quarterback of this team. You weren't sure how he would fare, but I think so far so good for Jacob Pagura, and I'm sure he wants his first season as the starting quarterback of the City squad to go on a little bit longer. And here's the keeper for Pagura. He's going to get the first down carry across the 30-yard line. Right on cue. Look out.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Right on cue. Way to call it.
45 seconds to go in the first quarter, but the Eddies still lead 16-0. Boy, how about that?
Pagura with his 20-yard carry bootleg. Excellent job in the backfield of faking.
Walker out there with Hauser and Allen. Here's a snap, and it's going to be Walker up the middle. The line stacks up pretty quick for him. May have gotten a yard if that. 2nd and 9. Vicksburg doing a good job of plugging the hole there in the middle for Hoover and now for Jeremy Walker.
Walker on the year, 18 carries, 113 yards, a couple of touchdowns, so a little over 6 yards to carry.
See if the Eddies get another play off before the clock hits 0 in the first quarter.
Doubtful.
4 seconds to go. 1 second. Here's the snap, and they will get it off. Pagura back to pass. He's looking for Landon Michael. The pass isn't there. He has Hoover, but he's going to take off and run, and he will stretch forward across the 35-yard line, very close to the 36, 37-yard line when he reached out, but it looks like they'll mark him right around the 35. At the end of 1, it's 16-0 Edwardsburg. Keep it right here on the Edwardsburg Eddies Network.
On this side, yell, orange, orange. Red, on this side, yell, blue, blue. Red, together, yell, orange and blue, orange and blue, orange and blue. Let's go, everybody!
It's better than BOGO. It's Honor Credit Union's Select Rewards credit card. Buy one, get 2 points for every
Once again, the winner of this game will play the winner of the Paul Hastings game next week for the district championship. Paul is leading that game tonight, 7-0.
back at Leo Hoffman Field as we begin our second quarter of play. Edwardsburg leading 16-0, and they are on the drive. It is 3rd down, 5 yards to go for this Eddie squad as they now flip sides of the field and go from our left to right. And it looks like it will be the starting trio out there of Ethan Sebra, Jackson Hoover, and Drew Bidwell. Here's the give. It's going to be Bidwell. He runs left side. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get some more, too. He's being chased down from behind by Toby Stock, and he'll be tackled inside the 30 up near the 25-yard line.
The 25-yard line.
That might have been Jim Cutshaw on the tackle for Vicksburg.
Moving the chains for Edwardsburg.
Bidwell doing his usual yeoman work, then breaks it.
Nice play by Bidwell and good blocking up front to spring it for him. I think the yards after contact for our running backs has got to be astronomical.
Right.
They just power through those arm tackles they get hit with. Here's the snap. It's going to be Sebra now. Sebra up the middle, just off the right side, close to the 20-yard line. Good for 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
In on the stop is number 8, Jim Cutshaw.
I mean, to me, that really speaks of the strength and conditioning program they've really instilled here at Edwardsburg behind Coach E.
You cannot go by the high school on any given day and not find some of these players in the weight room working out. It's amazing.
Here's the snap. It's going to be pitched to Bidwell. He goes left side. Pagura lead blocking. And it looks like Bidwell just powering forward. They finally blow it dead after maybe a 3 or 4 yard gain. It will be 3rd and short. I was calling a South Haven game about 2 or 3 weeks ago when the Eddies were up towards Bay City. And what we were observing from the officiating crew that night was just there was kind of a delay there with the blowing of the whistle. They really let them play through. As a coach, you're certainly concerned about your players' overall health and the blows that you're taking while there's that delay. I don't know if these officials are going to the electronic whistles or if they're actually sticking with the normal whistle. And here's a gift to Brett Allen. Allen across the 15-yard line. Good for a 1st down.
Well, part of it is that you don't actually see the ball initially. He's got it. So he's holding the whistle a little bit. And then the other part of it is that scrum, you don't see a guy going down. You just see the pile kind of moving. So at what point do you say lack of progress, right?
Right. 1st and 10, now at the 14-yard line. Eddie's again knocking on the door. Got some new running backs out there. Looks like that's Mr. Luster on the right side, but it's going to be a give. It's going to be Hauser. Hauser across the 10-yard line.
Number 4,
Jalen Luster is out there in the backfield with him, along with Brett Allen.
Into the stop is number 8, Jim Cutshaw for the Bulldogs. So we got 2nd down and 5 off the 9-yard line.
Mike, if you were Coach Bartz, would you like that bye week you had last week to kind of gain some health, or would you be wanting to get out here and hit the gridiron?
I definitely like that. They were sharp enough in their last couple games.
Here's a keeper from Pagura. He has a nice cutback lane across the 5-yard line, very close to the end zone. They give it to him. Pagura on a 9-yard touchdown run.
9-yard touchdown run.
That comes with 9:19 left in the second quarter.
Boy, Pagura, yeah, that's not one that you want to see the instant replay where the knee actually goes down compared to where the ball is. But the rest of the body falls across the white line, not a problem.
It's fine.
I'm good with it.
No instant replay.
I would be a big fan of actually just getting rid of instant replay.
At the pro and collegiate level?
Absolutely.
Really?
It just slows the game down. They sit there and they parse out every little bobble of the ball when they freeze frame it, and it's supposed to be clear and irrefutable, and they just don't apply
Here's the
that.
give to Jalen Luster. 2-point conversion is good. As he just follows Brett Allen right into the end zone. That is going to make it 26-0
9:19 to go, first half. Edwardsburg 24. Vicksburg nothing.
You're right, my bad. 24. I wrote that one down. Hey, at the end of the first quarter, Paw Paw 7 and Hastings nothing.
So much for that public education.
Wow. Watch it. Watch it. Buchanan 13 and Brandywine nothing.
That touchdown there is brought to you by the Corehorn Financial Group, which Chris obviously needs to take note of. You got some financial needs? Check them out. Locations throughout Michigan. Granger and Niles. Corehorn.com. 574-247-5898. And yes, that's Chris's next call on speed dial.
Yeah, you better watch it. I don't make too many of those mistakes. I'm going to stop.
I don't know. There's too few or too many to count.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to stop giving yardage after the run. We'll see how that goes for you. Here's the boot from Houseworth. It's a low, hard, and it touches him at the 15. He's scrambling to pick it up. He finally does before Brett Allen brings him down near the 20-yard line.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Lost in all our friendly banter. That last drive, Eddies from their own 6. 10 plays. Capped off by the 9-yard run by Figuera to make the score 24-0. And yes, that covers 94 yards, Chris.
Well done. Very impressive.
Oh, sometimes we got to have just a little too much fun here.
A little bit.
By the way, we want to thank Edwardsburg Schools here for putting us in the booth here, giving us still some food that we can munch on and
tolerating us.
Just have a good time here in this facility.
Conklin in the shotgun. Bombich next to him in the backfield. He's back to pass, looking right side. He's going to fire it. He's got his man, Toby Stock, out there. He'll bring it in as Luster tackles him.
Number 9, the ball
Bring him down across the 25-yard line near the 26.
That's Toby Stock. In on the stop, 25, Jalen Luster.
Have to keep an eye on those defensive backs and see how far off they're playing. They like those little comeback routes.
Yeah, right now, Conklin's finding a little bit of a rhythm here. He's 6 attempts tonight, 4 completions, 25 yards. His favorite target, obviously, is Stock.
Stock out here on the near side, being picked up by Jacoby Luster. Here's the snap. It's going to be a give. Nope, he's going to be keeper. He's looking for Stock. He's got him. And that'll be good for a first down reception. Brett Allen comes in late with a hit. No flag thrown, though, as he was down. No head-to-head.
In the stop was Brett Allen, along with Jacoby Luster covering there.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those flags go last year like that.
It's going to be enough for a Bulldogs first down.
Good for a first down up to the 34-yard line. Stock again up to the top. Conklin in the shotgun. He's going to give it off. It's going to be Bombich. He's going to come near side. There's a flag thrown as Derek Smith brings down Bombich just across the 40-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Looks like it's in a holding area.
And the stop for the 80s, 28.
Take it away! Take it away, Big Blue! Take it away!
Derek comes off the field
Take it
along with
away,
Jeremy Walker.
Big Blue! Take it away! Take it away, Big Blue!
Brendan Brady.
Take it away!
That will be a holding penalty against Vicksburg. They'll back him up 10 for the spot
It's
of
going to
foul.
be holding going against Vicksburg.
They're really back him up there. They're going to go all the way back to the looks like 23-yard line.
So that's going to move the ball back.
Officials waiting for the ball.
That's cost him 11 yards there.
First and 21.
Not the hole you want to try to dig yourself out of here.
First and 21 from their own 23-yard line. Here's a snap. It's going to be a rollout. Conklin looking deep. He's trying to find some real estate over the middle for his wideout. He gets him, and he'll be tackled. Shoestring tackle by the Eddies. Looks like that was Kobe Luster on the tackle. As he was bringing Grant Anderson down. So good for about a 12-yard gain. That'll make it 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs now. Conklin looking very sharp in this contest compared to the first game we saw him in.
Yeah, he had a number of misfires in that first game, and so far his first 2 attempts were whiffs tonight, but since then he's perfect 6 in a row.
7:10 on the clock in the second quarter, 24-0 Edwardsburg. Here's the snap, keeper for Conklin. Oh, there are the Eddies. Moses, that was Mr. Tanner Hirsch. All 200 pounds of him bringing him down.
Tanner Hirsch.
What we call it, no gainer.
That's right. Second quarter tonight's contest brought to you by our friends at Ground Zero Archery. Ground Zero Archery is online. Just search groundzeroarchery.com. They have a pro service shop, and they have a range, target, and mounted archery instruction. A lot of great things going on. They're also expanding up into the Stevensville, St. Joseph area. So make sure you check out their website. You can also find them on Facebook. Again, that's our friends at Ground Zero Archery there on 11th Street in Niles. Back to pass Conklin. He's going to bring it down, though. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get across the 40-yard line, brought down near the first down marker, and they will give it to him. They'll give him up to the 45-yard line. Conklin with a big burst of speed there, Mike, to give him that first down.
That was a quick decision he made. He saw the Eddies dropping back, and he decided to tuck the ball and run real quick.
You saw the heat coming off the edge from Hauser.
So far, he's had 6 carries tonight for 17 yards. Of course, the one that really killed him was that big 12-yard sack, if you will. But so far, the Bulldogs have found a little formula here. They've been able to put some drives together. They're just not being able to finish it off.
6 minutes left in the second quarter. Carter man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a give. It's going to come up the middle. It's Wadley. Xavier Wadley. And maybe a foot, maybe a yard. So second and long now for the Bulldogs.
Wadley with his second carry, just 4 yards so far. Eddie's defensive front does a pretty good job against that run.
.5:30 now on the clock. Wadley still out there next to Conklin in the backfield. Trips out to the right. The man at the very top of the field is going to be Toby Stock. Here's a snap. Conklin looking that way. They're going to go screen pass. Oh, just out of the reach. It looks like it's right through the hands of Toby Stock.
Yeah, a little heat on that one.
I would not say that was a well-defended play either, as the Eddies were coming.
5:13 remaining first half.
Yeah, it kind of looked like almost a lateral the way he dropped back.
Yeah, if he would have caught that, Jalen Luster and Drew Bidwell would have collided with him pretty quick. 3rd and 9 from the 46-yard line. Conklin still with Wadley next to him in the backfield. And he's playing a little bit soft on the corners. Conklin back to pass, looking over the middle. Fires it. He's got his man. That's a first down completion. The momentum continues as Brendan Monroe has the completion. Coach Church looking for an explanation. Trying to coach up his defense. Seeing a lot of substitutions tonight, Mike, more than what we've seen in the previous 6 games that we've covered. Eddie's squad is rotating in linemen. On offense, we're seeing a lot more of an earlier rotation with the running backs as well.
A lot of bodies coming in today.
1st and 10 from the Eddies' 43-yard line. Here's the snap. It's going to be Wadley. He's going to try and go right side. The Eddies are there. Good sound defense. That was Jackson Hoover. Brings him down after a yard carry. 2nd and 9. Second quarter of tonight's contest also brought to you by our friends at the Franger Gas Company. Find them online at FrangerGas.com. Serving all of US 12 for the last 70 years. Mike was mentioning earlier on a touchdown score. Now's a really good time to think about filling up that propane tank. It doesn't feel like winter, which is amazing, by the way, but it is coming.
It will be here before you know it.
Think about it. You're 20 days from Thanksgiving. Here's the snap. Conklin again looking left side. He'll fire it. He's got Stock. Stock's going to be knocked out of bounds from the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and short now for Vicksburg.
That's going to bring up 3rd down. In on the stop, Jacoby Luster ran him out of bounds to the
62 yards through the air for Jacob Conklin.
Stock with his 5th catch of the night already, 34 yards. 3:55 here to go till halftime. Eddie's up 24-0.
No other wideout has more than 1 reception. You want stats? You want data? I like that. Bring out the A game tonight, Mike.
They need me out there on the states to count the ball.
Here's a keeper for Conklin. He's looking for some room. He'll get the first down carry as Bidwell brings him down near the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Vicksburg as their drive continues. Best drive they've had of the night so far. See if the Eddies dial up some pressure.
Moving it to the 32-yard line. First down and
Landon
10,
Michael,
Vicksburg.
Max Hafner, and Gates Strodeman out there as your defensive linemen.
This drive started back on the Bulldogs' own 20-yard line.
Tanner Hirsch standing up on the line. It's going to be give to Wadley. Wadley with a nice carry. Hauser comes over along with Brett Allen to take him out. He'll get up to the 25-yard line. That'll be 2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, making the stop was 15, Brett
Wadley
Allen.
with his longest carry of 7 yards. Really a good run, right up the middle. Hit that seam.
Gonna make it 2nd down and 2.
Drug a couple of Eddies for a few more yards.
2nd and a long 2 for the Bulldogs. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 24-0 Edwardsburg. Make sure you stay tuned for halftime. And in the third quarter, we'll have our SMC quiz question. It's a doozy. It's a good one. You'll like it. Here's the snap. Conklin going to roll out near side. The play action, he's going to loft it. Has his man. And a big hit from the Eddies will have it knocked down inside the 15 near the 11. Bryce Smith on in the reception. Another first down for the Bulldogs.
That was a 20-yard rope.
This might be the most effective, the most effective passing we've seen this season against any opponent. Hillsville was close. Back to swing it a little bit. They just could not keep the drive going.
This is reminiscent of a couple of years ago when the Eddies played Vicksburg.
Conklin going to give it to Wadley. He's looking for a hole. Gets across the 10-yard line. Stepping near the 8. 2nd and 7.
On that play from the Eddies. We'll make it 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 8.
We'll also have our little ditty from our buddy John Johnson of the MHSAA. Bring you some great information. Then after the halftime break, we'll also come back with our halftime stats, as well as some updated information about the playoffs. Here's the snap. Conklin on the keeper, runs right side. He finds a small hole, gets across the 5-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 3, I believe.
Into the stop, 24, Drew Bidwell.
Now a minute and a half to go. No one's calling timeout. They're going to let this one play out. Vicksburg wants to take as much time off the clock as they can. It's really an ideal drive for Vicksburg right before half.
They definitely want to milk the clock and then punch it in with nothing left.
24-0 Edwardsburg. There's a minute 5 left in the second quarter. Wadley next to Conklin in the backfield. They're going to call a timeout. You jinxed me. See, he and I are not on the same page that Pagura and I are on. When I talk about Pagura and how great he's been doing, keeper for a huge gainer.
Well, it's kind of hard to predict the timeout throwing in there because really they took the clock down just like you thought. There was nothing really to prevent them from running that play, but I guess at 3rd and 4, you definitely want to make a good call here.
Buchanan now leading over Brandywine 28-0. That in the second quarter. Olivet beating Kalamazoo United 21-0. Seeing a lot more about Pawpaw out there right now. Last update I had was 7-0. 3rd and 4 when this one's over. But yeah, speaking of playoffs, Mike, there was a surprising thing that we heard in our pregame, which was that Unity Christian, who's the number 2 overall team in the region, behind Edwardsburg. Actually, the number 2 overall team in Division 4 has forfeited their contest against Hamilton, so Hamilton will move on to the next round due to COVID concerns. 3rd and 4 with just under a minute to go. Here's the snap. It's going to be Conklin looking to pass. Conklin going to fire it towards the pylon, out of reach and out of bounds. Flag thrown, it looks like, near the goal line.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the penalty is.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see that the Eddies chopped down one of the receivers at the goal line. So you're going to get a pass interference or a hold or illegal contact.
It'll be a hold against the Eddies.
It's going to be holding. It's going to go against the Eddies.
Half the distance.
So that'll make a first down and goal. Ball at the 3-yard line.
Still third down, it looks like.
For the Bulldogs.
Still third down.
Yeah, and barely, they've got to get to the 1.
Yep, third and a yard. And I think on this one, you go back to Conklin on the keeper. Conklin with Wadley next to him in the backfield. Man in motion is Carter Mann. They're going to set that full back up the block, and here goes Conklin. He's going to go left side. The Eddies can't get to him, and it's with Conklin in from 3 yards out. And Vicksburg is on the board with 50 seconds to go in the half.
Well done by the Bulldogs there. Helped out by a little bit of the holding by the Eddies on their own 5-yard line. Bulldogs took that from their own 20-yard line, Chris, and marched it 18 plays. That is ideal for them. They will go for the traditional point after attempt.
Kyler Dean to kick it. Good snap. We had some zip on it. Dean's kick is up, and it is good. 24-7. Again, that with 50.5 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So we've seen the Bulldogs, their last couple of drives, they've been able to move the ball on the Eddies, kind of the dink and dunk, and then when they came up with the big third down plays, that's what they needed to do. They had 5 first downs in that last drive. Previous to that, they had a 10-play drive with 3 first downs. So they've shown an ability to move the ball on the Eddies, and it's that little passing game that right now the Eddies are going to have to figure out, at least tighten it up just a little bit. I think they need to put just a little more pressure on the quarterback rather than kind of play more of the soft little zones. That's just me. I'm one of those guys. I would rather lose by putting pressure on and blitzing, that kind of kamikaze mentality defense.
Explains your fantasy team. Yeah, no, I agree. I think
who's in first place? Who's in last place?
Tied for first place, and I'm not in last place anymore.
Oh,
thank you. Oh. Thank you. We got a much needed
miracles
win last
do
week.
happen.
Boy, do they. Man, do they. Dean with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line for Vicksburg. He will boot it high, but not very deep. And the Eddies will field it. That's Brett Allen who came up and got it. Brett Allen with a big burst of speed across the 35, tackle near the 38-yard line. Oh, they may throw a taunting flag on the Eddies. We will see. There's a late flag that came in.
Oh yeah, number 50 for the Eddies, pancaked one of the Bulldogs, number 12.
Schmucker, Davian Schmucker there on the tackle, the hard tackle.
Well, that explains it all, because he schmucked somebody there, just put him down.
They're going to call it a sportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Eddies. It'll be 15 yards, but they will have a first down. Schmucker saying he was being held the whole way down.
We've seen that before,
Absolutely.
too, where if you're going to get knocked and then you pull the defender to you and roll with it, but didn't look like that here.
Here the fans not really thrilled. Coach Bart's trying to get an explanation from the official that threw the flag. 46.3 seconds to go, and guess what? We've seen the Eddies score quicker than 46 seconds. That'll be the starting trio in the backfield of Ethan Sebra, Jackson Hoover, and Drew Bidwell. 46.3 to go. Pagura under center. It's going to be a gift to Sebra. Sebra with already a big run. Here's another nice run. Shy of the first down marker. They get up to the 34-yard line. Eddies hurrying back to the line of scrimmage. 35 seconds. Clock running. Pagura under center. He's going to keep it. He's going to run. Up the middle. Off center. Still short. Clock still running. 20 seconds to go. Again, back under center. Pagura. It's going to be a give, and it's going to be Hoover dancing through it. He'll get the first down before he's tackled across the 40-yard line near the 42 with 7.3 seconds to go. And the Eddies will call a timeout. The Eddies call a timeout. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 42. 7.3 seconds to go. Mike, I'd say if you had a team with an offense that ran the shotgun, you might be looking at 2 quick plays, or at least 1 quick pass to get some kind of an out route. But with the Eddies wing T, what do you think they're dialing up? Just 1 deep bomb?
Yeah, I don't know if they're actually going to throw it because they can still hit that seam. Obviously, because Vicksburg's going to be playing back a little bit. They're not going to come after them. I would expect them just to hand it off to the side.
I'd expect to look for maybe a pitch. And that way, if Pagura turns and pitches it to Bidwell, and then you have 3 guys lead blocking for you along with your offensive line.
You want to shock people? Have a pitch out and have your running back throw it down the field to a receiver.
Flea flicker? Or no, the halfback pass.
Yeah, I would love to see something like that.
Let's see what happens. 7.3 to go in the second quarter. Eddie's lead 24-7. Pagura under center. It's going to be Hoover. Hoover up the middle. Hoover is going to be stopped shy of the first down marker, and that will take us to halftime. So at the end of our first half, it is 24-7 Edwardsburg. They had a really strong first quarter, putting on 16. But then the second quarter, after a quick score, the quarter was really controlled by the Vicksburg Bulldogs. We'll talk more about that when we come back from our halftime break. We'll also have some stats for you and some score updates from around the area. You are listening to Edwardsburg football on the Edwardsburg Eddies Network.
You've got big dreams. Go after them at Southwestern Michigan College. With on-campus housing, a safe, welcoming environment, and a beautiful campus, SMC is the perfect place to start. SMC will put you on the path to the high-wage, high-demand career you dream of for a fraction of the cost of universities. Whatever you want to do, it's a go with Southwestern Michigan College. Apply for free now to start in January or next fall. Visit swmich.edu to get going today.
Some companies in our area support Edwardsburg sports at no cost. North American Boards and Products.
Also at halftime here tonight, we're going to send out a big congratulations going out to the Lady Eddies volleyball team, who came away winning their 4th straight in a row district championship as they stopped Niles last night in 5 sets. So the Lady Eddies will move on to Battle Creek next Tuesday, and they will play Hamilton. And game time will be at 5 o'clock. Once again, our congratulations to the Lady Eddies. 4th time in a row as district champions. nice hand for the Edwardsburg High School Pep Band. Couple of halftime scores to pass along. Paw leading Hastings 10-0. Winner of this game, winner of that game next week for the district championship. One other score, Buchanan leading Brandywine now 35-0. Just got an update. Paw 17, Hastings nothing.
Wait, don't use 100 pennies. That would take too long.
We use 100 pennies, Mike. Yeah. That's what we do. Yeah, we did. No, we used 100 pennies.
Guys, put your pants. It's really cold. Leggings.
No. Suck it up, Buttercup.
They're shoulder gauge.
We're training you.
My whole body.
Oh my god, it'd be so cold.
Thank you. No, don't.
It fixes everything. It's Lysol. Germs, cold, hot. You're too hot? Lysol. Cold, Lysol. Hungry.
I got myself
Lysol.
hungry. We have the same process.
I just spray you and it fixes everything.
Oh my god, that bad. Me over here choking on a fruit snack. That's what you do.
I heard it on a white.
What is that?
I went outside in the sun and
This is for the sun. Sprayed your eyes.
it's a joke.
You don't look like you're crying. You don't look like you're crying.
A little kid said that they wanted to do the people in the friendship.
Touch myself with my
Please do want to be
Yeah, like my short. Everyone's getting
no fans. Why can't we just do leggings?
What? That's what I'm saying.
You have hot ones.
okay.
The concession stand.
Okay.
I said no, like really hard. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Guys, we should have decided this before halftime. There's 45 seconds or so. Well, then they get that. Yeah, well, that's still not okay. So what do you just wear these? No, I said you can wear a shirt that's open. I just wear a shirt, buddy.
All right. For next quarter, Alea is flag. Who's doing bell?
No. Haley.
I'll do bell. Haley doesn't want to do bell.
I'll do bell for her. I'll take it for her.
Bell. Did you do bell or no?
Kate and Hannah did it.
Hannah did bell.
I didn't know, but she did it first.
You did bell. All right. Sure, watch it.
Let's study our list so we don't have to listen. Come here, Chloe.
Here at Leo Hoffman Field as we get set for the second half of action. We've got about 3 minutes to go until the conclusion of halftime, but we do have some stats for you here in just a second. But we do want to remind you that tonight's game is the Fence Masters Game of the Week. This is a licensed broadcast by the MHSAA and Joe Jason Media. Tonight's game is also brought to you in part by our friends at the Honor Credit Union, Allergy, Asthma, and Sinus Center, C. Wimberly Automotive, Cressy and Everett with Mr. Randy Brooks. How about that? Southwestern Michigan College, Ron Rogers and Ruoff Mortgage, the Express Driving School, Millen Automotive, Ground Zero Archery, Granger Gas Company, Jason's Auto and Truck Service, North American Forest Products, Edward Jones with Shane Scheidler, Clear H2O Tackle, Gibson Insurance, Selge Construction, the Korhorn Financial Group, and State Farm Insurance with Lori Bowers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chris Graham. Mike Kanabi to my right as we get set for the second half. It is 24-7 Edwardsburg here at halftime. Michael, you got some halftime stats for me, my friend.
Sure, we got a little bit out here for y'all. The Bulldogs, ironically, 112 yards total on 3 possessions for the game, but they've got 8 first downs. They've run a total of 31 plays. And, you know, it's just not a lot of return on their investment compared to the Eddies, because the Eddies, by contrast, they've only run 19 plays. They've got 237 yards of offense, only the 5 first downs, but that's because they've had a couple of home run hitters today. The Eddies jolted right out of the box. The defense of the Bulldogs, 2 plays in, Sieber with that 73-yard touchdown run. The Eddies so far, when you look at overall, Peguera, 4 carries, 34 yards with a 9-yard touchdown run. Bidwell, 4 carries, 48 yards. Sebra with 4 carries, 88 yards, and that big 73-yard touchdown. Hoover, 3 carries for 50 yards with a 34-yard touchdown run. Those are the primaries for the Eddies. And on the other side, Conklin, he's got 8 carries for 4 yards, and he's thrown the ball. He's 9 out of 12 for 77 yards. His main target has been Stock, who's got 5 catches on the evening for 34 yards. But it's really interesting to kind of watch the difference in the game. The Eddies taking care of business, and I think that they're doing a real good job of just keeping everybody fresh, substituting in a lot of bodies here tonight.
Next week will be the district championship game. The winner of our contest will play the winner of Paw Paw and Hastings. The other game is at halftime, and Paw Paw currently leads Hastings 17-0. Out of note for the region, I mentioned it earlier in tonight's broadcast, Unity Christian had to forfeit. They are the number 2 team in Division IV football, and they're actually the number 2 team in our region as well. And they had to forfeit tonight due to COVID concerns. So Hamilton gets the bye, and they will move on. And then they will face the winner of South Christian and Grand Rapids Christian. So the parochial schools battling it out tonight for the right to face Hamilton. If Edwardsburg keeps winning, though, tonight, Mike, if we win tonight and we win the district championship, we will host regionals, and then there's a good chance we will end up hosting the semifinals as well if we continue winning. A lot of ifs in that statement.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done.
A lot of work to be done. Hey, third quarter tonight's contest brought to you by our friends at North American Forest Products and Jason's Auto and Truck Service right here in Edwardsburg. So thankful for North American Forest Products and Jason's for joining us this year. North American Forest Products right over on May Street. Fantastic company to work for. Make sure you give them a call or check out their website, nafpinc.com. Trevor Houseworth kicks it off. It's cut shot from the 10-yard line. He will keep it on the left side. Brett Allen trying to chase him down, but the Eddies will bring him down. I think that was Snowwasser on the tackle.
The spot coming across the
nicely done by Luke to read the fake all the way. So the Bulldogs will be pinned deep in their own territory. Well, not too deep, I should say. It'll be a 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line up to the 14. Shout out to our buddy Steve Stowell tuned in from the fire station. Steve and his family is doing well.
Thanks for watching over our town.
Conklin in the shotgun. Bombich is next to him in the backfield. Wadley was with him on the touchdown drive just before halftime. Back to pass, looking left side. He's going to fire. He's got Stock, and it will be an incomplete pass as it kind of skidded in there. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10. Definitely a different Vicksburg offense than what we saw in the first game of the year back on September 18th, where the Eddies just pounded them. Was it 58-7, something of that nature, I believe?
Yes, it was. And they've got a little bit more flow to their offense now.
Back in the shotgun, it's going to be a give. It's going to come near side. The Eddies quickly there to swallow up. I believe that was Wadley on the carry. That was Wadley on the carry. And they will mark him down for a 2-yard loss. Big hit from the Eddies defense.
Wadley's found the spreading a little bit tough tonight. 5 carries, just 10 yards.
3rd and 12 now.
Empty backfield. Nope, not quite. Still got a tailback
Tied behind Conklin,
there.
yeah. Conklin's a big guy out there. Quarterback drops back to pass, looking left side. He's going to fire it deep. Good arm. He's got Stock, and it will be incomplete pass. No flag thrown. Well, we'll see on the replay, Mike. I was not seeing a lot of contact. Lester didn't have his arms around him or anything. I think it was just really good defense.
Yeah, actually, he turned a little bit with his hips to try to get to the ball. Did a really good job actually to avoid all contact. From the far side of the Vicksburg field, I could see where they might be upset because they can't see the backside like we do.
Right. Good arm strength you got to see there from Conklin. Jackson Hoover back to return the punt from Jacob. Standing at the Bulldogs' 40-yard line on this 4th and 12 punt. It's a good snap. I tell you what, their long snapper is sharp. Hoover going to clear him out. The ball will bounce near the 40-yard line. It'll be down near the 39. So excellent field position again here for the Eddies. Let's see if they can start quick as we begin the third quarter with their first drive.
That's what the Eddies will take over. First down and 10.
Great field position if you're the Eddies. Second time I think they've started inside Bulldog territory tonight.
I believe that's right. Drew Bidwell, Jackson Hoover, and Ethan Sieber in the backfield for junior quarterback Jacob Pagura. Here's a snap. It'll be Sieber. Sieber runs through the hole on the right side. Good burst of speed. Gets across the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
Down inside the 25-yard line.
Nice run for Sieber.
18 yards, closing in on the century mark.
Had a big carry. I think it was his first carry of the game for 73 yards. And a touchdown for the Eddies.
21, Grant Anderson.
Same running back in the backfield for Pagura.
25 for Edwardsburg.
First and 10. It'll be Bidwell this time. Bidwell runs left side, close to the 20-yard line before he's brought down. Good for 5. Should bring up second and 5 for Edwardsburg.
Here we go.
One thing when you look at the Eddies, the stats can be a little bit deceiving because the number of first downs aren't as plentiful. But again, a lot of big plays in there. And sometimes short fields.
Win the game. Win the game. Win the game. Win the game.
Pagura back under center for Edwardsburg. Here's the gift to Hoover. Hoover looking for some room, and they will grab a hold of him and just barely hang on. Was number 55, Logan Sprinkle. Sprinkle hanging on to the shirt of Hoover.
For the Bulldogs.
Able to hold him up long enough so he doesn't make any ground. They'll bring up third and 5 for Edwardsburg from the 20-yard line. Looks like Jeremy Walker checks in for Edwardsburg. He'll replace Hoover. Here's the snap. It'll be Sieber. Sieber runs right side, has some good lead blocking. Sieber with a nice burst of speed, good balance to get tackled down inside the 5. Another big play from Ethan Sieber tonight. Gives the Eddies a first and goal near the 6-yard line. With good balance to break through some of those arm tackles.
Really good leg drive. He's a little disappointed at the end there that he wasn't able to spin out of that last tackle. But overall, pretty darn good run.
Brett Allen checking in. He'll be on the right side of the backfield. Walker is your fullback, and Ethan Sieber on the left side. Here's the give. It's going to be Allen. He gets held up quickly. May have gained a yard if that. Second and goal will remain for the Eddies.
Here we go. Ready. Stomping in the bleachers.
Allen has averaged 17 yards of carry on the year. Tonight, struggling a little bit. 4 carries, 12 yards.
I believe he's the leading rusher for the Eddies. Is that right?
He is second leading rusher. He's got just under 400. He just got a little over 450.
Here's a keeper from Pagura. Pagura comes near side. He'll get in. Jacob Pagura with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Why not? Nice job of Pagura there to get the edge. Nice job by the Eddies offensive line to seal the defense inside. And a really good block there from his fullback.
The Eddies getting set to go for 2. Hauser checks in on the left side. It'll be up the middle. It'll be Walker, and Walker's in.
Walker for the 2-point
Walker gets a
conversion.
2-point conversion.
8:21 to go, third
That would
quarter.
be 32-7 now with 8:21 to go in the third quarter. The Eddies take that from their own, take it from the Bulldogs' 39-yard line, and in 5 plays, 6 plays, punch it in.
Our last report was 17-0.
That touchdown there was brought to you by Jason's Auto and Truck Service. Hey, it's also time to start winterizing your vehicles or picking up something else if you've got one that doesn't have a lot of life left in it. So they're there on Main Street in Edwardsburg at jasonautotruckrepair.com, 414-4054.
You can also find him on Facebook. Make sure you seek him out, help support your local companies. Also have our SMC quiz question coming up for Michael in just a couple minutes.
Jim Cutshaw.
Big game this weekend in college football, if you didn't know. Pretty localized, too. Notre Dame and Clemson. It's going to be a fun contest.
Irish looking to kind of break some of the bad luck they've had against top-ranked teams like Clemson.
Houseworth kicks it deep. It's Cutshaw. He's across the 20-yard line. Spin move before he's tackled by Dallenberg out of bounds.
After the
21-yard line.
It's a great whirling dervish spin move to gain 1 yard.
Speaking of whirling dervish, is that what you said?
Whirling dervish, yeah.
I don't speak 60-year-old language. Hey, SMC quiz question.
Historic.
Yeah, I went there.
Ancient. Language of the Greeks.
Our SMC quiz question. Michael, tomorrow the Fighting Irish welcome into town the #1 team in the country. Who's the last #1 team they played in South Bend, and what was the score? Conklin in the shotgun. He's going to give it off. It's going to be Bombich on the carry. He gets some contact in the backfield, and he'll go down. That'll be about a yard, maybe 2 loss. 2nd and 12. Starting out just like their last drive did. Yeah. I thought that was a good question.
Yeah, that's a real good.
It was a huge game, by the way. Huge game. And I loved it. Great game.
Well, that would mean the Irish obviously didn't win.
I don't know if they've actually. Well, you know what? That could have been my other question. Was going to be when's the last time they beat a #1 team at home? And that was Florida State back in '93. Conklin rolls out left side, lofts it. He's got his man. Very close, and he'll get the first down. Good second effort by Bryce Smith. Gives them a first down reception. Conklin again sharp on the rollout. It looks like that's the key to success for Conklin. I mean, when he gets out on the rollout and the play actions, boy,
Yeah.
he's deadly.
He's got to get on the perimeter a little bit, get a free line of sight, so to speak.
For the Bulldogs, ball marked at the 32-yard line.
Buchanan leading Brandywine 42-0 tonight. St. Joe leading Harper Creek 34-3 at halftime. Here's the snap. It's going to be up the middle. It's Wadley. Wadley just off to the left. He tackled after a gain of, looks like 5 or so. So 2nd and 5 as he gets across the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 38.
Into the stop was Gavin Hauser, number 4.
Second and, looks like second and about 4. St. Joe playing for the right to play Lakeshore next week in the district championship game. Lakeshore with a bye as Coldwater came down with a case of the coronas over there. So they had to forfeit their contest, which was going to be played tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Trips out to the right for Conklin in the shotgun, empty set. And he will throw it deep. He's got Toby Stock, Luster on him, and it will fall incomplete. Nice job by Jalen Luster. Good position out there in front of Toby Stock just to knock that down.
Yeah, he definitely had him blanketed, had him pinned to the sideline, had inside position.
I think Stock even realized it. You can see on the replay that Stock was almost playing defender, so Luster wouldn't take the pick.
Yep, and the Eddies have had a number of picks this year. Logan McCauley's got 3 of them himself. Kobe Luster's got 1, Jalen Luster's got 1, and Ethan Sieber's got 1, and I believe that was a 95-yard touchdown.
A 3rd and 5 from their own 38-yard line. Conklin has man in motion. Here's the snap. It's going to be a rollout coming near side. He once again is looking for his man, and there's Hoover with a pick. Hoover with a pick and returns it to the Vicksburg 40-yard line. Pretty sure he took that in a very sensitive place.
Yeah, well, how insensitive of him. Right on cue for him to get that INT. We just talked about that great Eddie's defense.
And it looked like that interception may have hurt a little bit. Conklin had some zip on that. 1st and 10 for the Eddies now from the 40-yard line of Vicksburg. And it will be Bidwell, Hoover, and Sebra right to left for Jacob Pagura. 6:15 on the clock in the third quarter. It's 32-7 Edwardsburg. It's going to be a give to Hoover after the INT. He's going to see if he can get a TD. The defender falls, and it'll be Hoover to the house from 40 yards.
Well, we call that offense-defense or defense-offense.
40-yard touchdown.
Hoover doing it all. That is just his
Number 42, Jackson.
5th carry of the evening, but his 2nd touchdown. Another long distance.
Now 38-7. Walker, Hauser, and I think Brett Allen's the other running back out there now for the Eddies. 6:05 on the clock. It is 38-7. Edwardsburg seeing if they can add 2 more on. Here's a snap. It's a pitch to Hauser. Hauser comes near side after a nice cut, and he'll get it in. It's 40-0 Edwardsburg. 40-7. Attaboy.
It's all right. We don't want to shortchange anybody here. So the Eddies capitalize on Hoover's interception by rewarding Hoover with a 40-yard touchdown run. That's a great job there. That touchdown brought to you by Clear H2O Tackle. Hey, you want some fishing supplies, or maybe this time of year it's more like the hunting and outdoor gear. They're there on Christiana Lake Road, clearh2otackle.com. Hey, they have plans for your budget. Even if you don't have a big budget, they will work with you and figure it out. They are outdoorsmen, and they know what you need when you go there and talk to them.
After Trevor kicks it away, we will discuss Mike's attempted answer at the SMC quiz question.
I'm supposed to be thinking about that.
Well, that'd be helpful. That would be helpful. You want me to give you another 6 minutes?
I might need it.
Okay. All right, we can circle back.
There's no time for me to like Google it or something and cheat. You know,
No,
it's
no,
right
no.
in front of you, man.
Oh, I'm watching. There's no cheating on this thing. At SMC, you get in trouble for cheating on quizzes, buddy. We're not doing that. Trevor Houseworth with the ball teed up.
Get that on my hand. Little crib sheet.
Cutshaw watching it bounce and go out of bounds. So they'll have pretty good field position coming out of that kickoff.
See, I got sign language going with Gordon back here. He's going to help me out with the
Gordon's
quiz
going to help you,
question.
yeah. Remember, Gordon's British, not Irish, so he doesn't care.
Hey, Google it, man. Google it. He's saying he's not getting involved in this one.
Attaboy, Gordon.
He's a smart
Hold
man.
fast.
Hold the line. Ball. Oh, my goodness.
1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Bulldogs. Conklin gets it. He's going to be a handoff. It's Wadley. Wadley with a good burst of speed gets across the 40-yard line up to the 41. 2nd and 4 remaining for the Bulldogs.
In the stop, Devin Hauser, number 4 for the Eddies. Pick up a 6, 2nd down and 5, off the 40.
7 carries, 22 yards for Watley tonight. The slow, you would say.
Second and 4. Conklin in the shotgun. Here's the give. It's Wadley again. Left side. Big burst of speed come from that Eddie's defense, though. Sebra wraps him up, brings him down. A little bit of help from Mr. Max Hafner as well.
Stop for the Eddies.
Sebra showing those defensive skills. On the year so far, he had 16 tackles, 13 assists. Got a couple tackles for losses. Team effort.
Third quarter brought to you by North American Forest Products. You can find them online at nafpinc.com. There's a timeout for the Eddies. And I have a quick conversation. Edwardsburg took a timeout.
Eddies under Eddies charge.
With 4:54 left in the third quarter, it is 40-7 Edwardsburg. Third quarter of tonight's game also brought to you by our friends at Jason's Auto and Truck Service. You can find them online at jasonautotruckrepair.com right here on Main Street in Edwardsburg. A beautiful building. You can see they got a lot of good business in there as well. I'm sure they'd be happy to take your orders as well. You can give them a call or also find them online. Again, that's JasonAutoTruckService.com, 269-414-4054. Our Corehorn Financial Group and Gibson Insurance weather forecast tonight. It's going to be a low of 47. Saturday, sunny and 72. Awesome. Low of 47. Sunday, partly cloudy and 74. Low of 52. Great weekend to do leaves, by the way. The Selge Construction and State Farm Insurance and Lori Bowers games to watch. Saturday at noon, it's Michigan at Indiana or Michigan State at Iowa, or you can turn off the TV and go outside and do leaves, something much more productive. 3:30 on CBS, Florida at Georgia, and the 7:30 contest on NBC. Number 1, Clemson at number 4, Notre Dame.
You got too much leaves on your mind.
Oh, man, I got a lot of leaves in my gutters. Here's Conklin on the keeper. He'll get the first down carry inside Edwardsburg territory, across the 50-yard line. We'll spot him at the 47. Tell you what, very impressed watching Jacob Conklin over the last, we've probably seen him since he's a sophomore out here, right? Maybe even a freshman. And just his progression, he's certainly got a lot bigger, a lot thicker. He's much more difficult to tackle.
Yeah, he's shown good decision-making skills out there. That run there, excellent job of pulling it down and getting his team a first down.
Really good development for him. Here's the give. It's going to be Wadley up the middle. Wadley gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8 remaining now. 4:20 left in the third quarter. 40-7 Edwardsburg.
Also 52, Tanner Hirsch.
Jeremy Walker in will replace Landon Michael.
And it's 2nd down and 8, ball to 45.
Any guesses so far on that Notre Dame game?
What's my question again?
Who's the last number 1 team they played in South Bend, and what was the score?
I want to say it's the same team that they're playing tomorrow.
Conklin with the snap. He's going to look at the pass. Fires it near side. He's got his man. That's Toby Stock. He'll be knocked out of bounds. Flag thrown. Flag thrown. That's interesting.
Face mask, maybe.
It looked like he was thrown before he was tackled. The official's talking this one over.
Let's see.
May have been a pick or something upfield farther. I don't know.
It's funny. He was watching it as he threw the flag on the tackle, but, you know, sometimes it's that delayed reaction.
Here we go. Let's see. Pass interference against the offense.
Push off.
I think it was the other wideout who ran a pick that got Stock open. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. They'll mark them down to the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line.
Take those.
The yardage?
Yep, take that yardage off the
board.
board.
You got to take it off the board. Where's your whiteout?
It's called a X. And try to remember what it is next time you fill it in.
The officials talking to the head coach of Vicksburg.
Try 2nd and 22, 23.
Officiating crew doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, when you don't notice them that much,
yeah,
they tend to be doing a great job.
2nd and 23 from their own 40-yard line. Ball gets spotted now, trips out to the left. Empty backfield for Conklin. Here's the snap. He's going to fire it left side. Almost intercepted. Nice read by the Eddies. I think it was Jacoby Luster on the defense on that side. Intended for Stock.
Really nice break on that ball. Didn't have much of an opportunity to connect with his receiver, and if he had been directly on target, that's a pick.
You know, if you're in the Eddies secondary, you got to really be keying on Toby Stock.
Yeah, I mean, he is the main target.
Toby's down here now on the near side. Got 2 wideout split to the top. Here's a snap, back to pass again. Conklin is going to fire it, and it will be almost intercepted. Brett Allen just misreads it. Pass was intended for number 21, Grant Anderson. But Brett Allen, oh man, did Grant Anderson bail him out?
Yeah, nice job though by the Eddies to drop underneath the receiver. And then he came off his man. So that was really a nice play actually, because they were doubling Stock. over and under, and then he came off of him when the ball was in the air. Just didn't quite have enough height.
4th and 23. Here comes the punt. Conklin boots it away. Good punt. There's Hoover. He'll field it and be tackled right away near the 20-yard line. Again, a nice punt from Jacob Conklin out there. 3:08 left in the third quarter, where the Eddies lead 40-7 for the right to go on to the district championship game. The districts and the playoffs, a little bit of a different format due to COVID and the shutdowns and the delayed start. So all the teams that played this year got into the playoffs unless they opted out. Allegan was one of those teams that opted out. Otherwise, we would have played them last week. They voted against a beatdown. Can't blame them. I get it. Hauser, Hoover, and I believe that's Brett Allen out there next to him. Here's the snap. Here's the pitch. It's going to be Brett Allen. He's going to get the corner. Nice block on the edge. Brett Allen with another nice move. He'll be tackled from behind across the 35-yard line. And they will spot him near the 36.
Across the 35, moving the chains for an Edwardsburg.
Eddies have an underclassman out there. Will Jacobson, the sophomore, playing guard for Edwardsburg. It's easy to tell the JVers as they don't have their names on the back of their jerseys. Appreciate the assist.
Yeah, you can read the names on the back of those jerseys.
Here's the give. It's Brett Allen again. He comes near side. Allen with a burst of speed. He's going to try and get by Anderson, but Anderson's able to bring him down just across the 40-yard line of Vicksburg. Another big play for Brett Allen.
In the stop, 21, Brett Anderson. Across the way, moving the chains for an Eddies.
Allen helps place the ball as they cross the midfield and they get another first down. Running in for Vicksburg is big 65 Colin Klinger.
Wear down that Vicksburg defensive line, I think.
There's a give. It's Walker. Walker's going to take it. Walker gets past Conklin, and it'll be Walker on a 41-yard touchdown run. I love watching Pagura hand it off on that fullback dive because he just buries the ball right in his stomach. Do not drop this.
39-yard touchdown run. Number 26, Jeremy Walker.
Walker with just his 40. Walker with just his second carry of the night. 41 yards, taking it to the house.
Eddie's getting set to go for two. It's going to be Hauser. Hauser runs right side, powers his way in.
Hauser for the two-point conversion. 2:24 to go, third quarter.
Edwardsburg now leading 48-7 with 2:24 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by North America Forest Products and Jason's Auto Truck Service.
Eddie's making short work of their last two possessions. Before this, Hoover doing his thing from 40 yards out in one play, and now this time just 3 plays to go from the Eddies' 16-yard line. So quick work there, capped off by the 41-yard touchdown run by Walker. The Eddies on the evening starting to spread the workload out and seeing some results. Like I said, I think they're wearing down the Bulldogs' defensive line.
Score update for you. Paw Paw now leading Hastings 17-8. 17-8. That's after 3 quarters of play. And that was giving Walker a 39-yard touchdown run.
They're giving them 39 officially?
39 officially, sir.
Well, they got to get their act together because the scoreboard had them on the 39 or the 41.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, all right, 39 yards. I'm going to shortchange the man.
Cutshaw back to return the kick from Trevor Houseworth, who has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. 2:24 left on the clock in the third quarter. The ball is booted deep. It will stay in bounds. Picked up near the 12-yard line. Cutshaw is going to go to the sideline, and the Eddies will knock him out of bounds. Looks like Isaiah Schwartz in on the tackle.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go, Eddies. Let's go, Eddies.
on the clock. It is a running clock now.
Hey, yo.
Let's go, Eddie!
Happy belated birthday. There you go. First and 10 from the 25-yard line for Vicksburg. Conklin will be in the shotgun once again. Toby Stock will be near side, picked up by Schlongfoot. Looks like that's Wadley in the backfield next to Mr. Conklin. Here's a snap. It's going to be Wadley. Wadley with a little bit of speed, but not able to bust through the offensive line as the Eddies' defense was there and there quickly, as it looks like that was, trying to see here, 36 for the Eddies. New number for me, Mikey Pryor. Mikey Pryor.
Mikey Pryor. In with a stop for
Let's
the
get
Eddies.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Great commercial. Great commercial.
Donovan Myers also out there as a defensive lineman. Donovan, a sophomore, so the underclassmen getting some PT here in a big-time game. Nice play by the Eddies defense,
Pass is complete.
as it looks like they will give him a completion on that. Schlongfoot with good coverage on Logan Jones, and they will mark him down at the 31-yard line. Gain of 6, that brings up 3rd and 4 now. Under a minute to go in the third quarter.
Take it away.
Third down and 4.
When they start bringing in these sophomores, they're really challenging us here.
Good luck, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. Got to keep these rosters really close. Trips out to the left for Conklin. Here's the snap, back to pass, rolls out left side. He's looking deep, he fires it. Almost intercepted by, I believe that was Jacoby Luster on the defense. Again, he had a beat on it. Not able to bring it in, and the clock will expire, and at the end of 3, it'll be 4th and 4 when we come back. It's 48-7 Edwardsburg. Keep it right here for the 4th and final quarter of play at Leo Hoffman.
Also this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize our varsity cheerleaders for this year. Give a big warm welcome to Alaya Calhoun, Ava Thomas, Deborah Harr, Chloe Davidson, Haley Fletcher, Hannah Smith, Jenna Bradley, Jenna Lee Ty, Jenna Nolan, Jillian Herzig, Catherine Brown, Kenzie Horchler, Kenzie Seiler, Sandra Baker.
Back at Leo Hoffman as we begin our 4th quarter of play. It is 48-7 Edwardsburg. 48-7 Edwardsburg, 4th and 4, and we are going to see the Bulldogs kick it away. This snap is in the ground. It'll be picked up and booted deep by Conklin. Actually, it's going to bounce near the 50-yard line. It'll take a Vicksburg bounce up to the Edwardsburg 47-yard line. And so the Eddies again will have really good field position.
That's where the Eddies will take over first down and
48-7, running clock in the 4th quarter. 4th quarter today's game brought to you by our friends at Clear H2O Tackle, as well as Edward Jones with Shane Scheidler. Make sure you stay tuned after the game. We will bring you our player of the game and some post-game stats, as here comes the backup quarterback, Mr. Zach Bartz. Zach, a sophomore, standing 6 feet tall, 150 pounds. And he will take over the main task. So let's see how the young Bartz man does.
I'm not putting him in the passing category.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a give to Hauser. Hauser runs just off the right side. Keeps those legs moving. Get about 5 on that carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
I say that because we're going to run anyway. That's what we do.
Right.
I don't see him just turning around and letting them loose.
We did watch him in pregame along with Pagura. He's got a really good throwing motion. You can tell he's a natural passer if they give him a chance or if they need him. In this offense, don't plan on it, just saying. Bart's back under center. Boy, that feels weird to say. It's going to be a keeper for Bartz. He comes near side. He'll be tackled pretty quick. 3rd and 5 as the lead blocking wasn't there. Anderson in on the tackle.
Yeah, that's a welcome to the football game. It is a contact sport.
10 minutes on the clock. Mike, our SMC quiz question again is, who was the last #1 team to come to South Bend and take on the Irish, and what was the score? We'll ask again here. We'll see if we have the answer after this play. 3rd and 3 for the Eddies. Here's a snap. It's going to be up the middle. It's going to be a big play. It's going to be Jeremy Walker. Jeremy Walker is going to take it to the house from 46 yards out.
46-yard touchdown.
How you like them apples?
Well, Walker certainly likes it because he got 39 yards last time and now 46. Back to back. 3 carries, 86 yards on the evening. That's a pretty nice job there by the young man.
Making the most of your opportunities.
It looks like the Eddies are going to go for a single PAT.
Houseworth to kick it. It'll be Schlongfoot to hold it.
Attempting the extra point.
On the year, the Eddies had, coming into the game, 23 two-point conversions and 5 of the traditional one-pointers, and now make that
Good snap.
6.
Yeah, good snap and a great kick.
37 to go in the ball game. Edwardsburg 55.
The Eddies are now up 55-7. Kind of making it go away here. Bartz comes in and hands the ball off a couple times, and Walker makes him look really good. Just 3 plays to go 53 yards. So, Chris, I'll tell you right now, I have no clue. I'm thinking Clemson was probably the only #1 team I remember coming back into South Bend, but
Sorry about that, sir.
you know, I know that the result isn't good for the Irish, so
Let's go back to the year 2005.
good Lord.
You gotta think back a ways here. This was a pretty famous game, and there's still
Well, is this-
still something from the game that you and I reference periodically.
This isn't Miami by chance.
No, this is when you and I call it when the running back keeps, or the quarterback keeps it, somebody comes up from
USC.
behind. Yeah, USC.
The little Bush push.
There you go.
Wow, it's been that long.
Yeah, Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush.
Oh, that. Wow,
Final score 34-31 Trojans.
I love the Trojans.
55-7. Houseworth with the ball teed up. He will boot it deep once again. Oh, just off the return man, but it's going to be Cutshaw who picks it up, and the Eddies will bring him down at the 10.
Man, that ball hit him in the chest.
Maybe Houseworth should have been targeting that guy all night. Bryce Smith not able to bring it in on the fly.
Man,
Vicksburg will take over 1st down and 10 from the 10.
you know, it's been a rough second half for Conklin. In the first half, he was 9 for 12, doing pretty good with 77 yards. In the second half, 3rd quarter, 2 for 9 with 1 interception in there and just 20 yards. That's a good clamp down by the Eddies.
Score update for you with 9:37 left in the 4th quarter. Paw Paw 24 and Hastings 16. That one's going to be a good game.
It's technically an upset, I think.
Here's a handoff to Wadley. He runs right side. Edwardsburg finally swallows him up near the 15-yard line. Looks like they'll mark him at the 16. Should be good for a gain of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Now you're on it. See what happens. You get the quiz question, humiliate me, and now you're on the numbers again.
Sorry.
All's right back in the world. Wadley with 10 carries tonight, 29 yards. Plugging away.
Again, right now, Edwardsburg would play the winner of that contest for the district championship game. That'll be next week. If Hastings win, that could be a Saturday game. So keep an eye out for that. Another give to Wadley. He gets across the 20-yard line near the 21, very close to the first down marker, depending on where they spot it at. They will give him the first down. 7:40 left in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of today's game brought to you by our friends at Clear H2O Tackle right on Christiana Lake Road. Make sure you get out there and visit Darren and all the gang. Hunting and tackle supplies as well. Are you an ice fisherman at all? You ever do that?
Only when I was a little kid.
Keeper from Conklin across the 25. They'll get up to the 26-yard line.
I will tell you this much. Ice fishing back in the day used to be really ice fishing. They'd put you out there on a bucket in the middle of the lake, freezing your butt
shanty or
off.
anything?
No. Nowadays, they go out there and they got their own cabin with their drinks and the dry bar and whatever else that they want.
TV, got cable out there, whatever.
It's crazy. I can't even call that ice fishing. The fish jump out and you go, hey, I got one. I'll take it.
Conklin is going to hand it off again. And quickly there are the Eddies' defensive front. Maybe a yard on that carry. I'll bring up 3rd and 4.
That's what you call technology at work, Chris, to make ice fishing a bearable sport.
Hey, don't forget, if you have any financial questions this time of year, I know there's a lot going on. There's unemployment and jobs and security and maybe stimulus checks and all this other stuff, the stock market going crazy. Go and visit our friend Shane Scheidler with Edward Jones in Niles. He's at 2726 South 11th Street in Niles. Give him a call, 684-7398, and set up your appointment today. Conklin, he's going to pass. Going to come near side. He's got Stock. Stock, nice catch, nice pass. Knocked out of bounds. Big hit, no flag. Dallenberg on the tackle. That'll be good for a first down. Really nice touch on the ball from Mr. Conklin.
Yeah, that was an excellent pass right there, right on the money, over the defender's outstretched arm. The only place that he could put it, he did.
So again, visit our friend Shane Scheidler with Edward Jones in Niles on South 11th Street, the main drag there, 684-7398. Shane will help you make sense of investing. What a great time it is to invest. Flag thrown. We're going to call offsides against the Eddies, yeah. Apparently somebody's in the zone.
Violating that social distancing rule for football.
1st and 5. You know, at the rate we're going with COVID and everything, we might actually see like a COVID penalty next year for, improper use of the actual face mask. I don't know.
Just ask the Las Vegas Raiders about that.
Ooh, John Gruden getting nailed with some fines.
Not that, but the team too, they took a draft pick away from them.
I heard that, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
2-yard gain for Wadley. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, holy cow, hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines for the coach and the players. And then, but for good news, we're going to just take a draft pick. I'm thinking, Gruden's thinking that I'm not the New England Patriots. Why are you doing this to me?
2nd and 3. Conklin's going to give it to Wadley again. Wadley with a nice head of steam. He'll get the first down as Dallenberg brings him down. Gain of 4. 1st and 10 up to their own 49-yard line.
14 carries for Mr. Wadley. He is the workhorse on the ground. 41 yards.
After the conclusion of our contest, we'll come back with our post-game stats along with our Fence Masters player of the game. Conklin in the shotgun, 1st and 10. That'll be a give to Wadley again. Wadley getting a lot of reps right now. They're just trying to milk this clock down. He is quickly stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there's times when you want time to stand still, and there's times when you want time to really move. I'm amazed at that. Sometimes you're on your couch, you nod off, and the next thing you know, wow, that hour went by like lightning fast.
You know, I have 2 little kids at home. That hour never goes by fast. There ain't no napping around there. Nothing.
You deserve
If
it.
I get one, I'll get like a 15-minute nap, a little power snooze. I have a funny story about that off air.
Okay.
2-yard gain. New ball carrier, Mr. Skidmore, in the contest for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 8 now. Hopefully it's this beautiful next Friday. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
But you know it's coming. I got my winter gear ready to go. Conklin back to pass, looking right. He's getting some heat from Stowasser. Conklin fires it over the middle as his receiver comes back, and it will be completed for a 1st down reception.
Pass is complete.
That's completed at number 20, Brendan Monroe. They'll mark him down inside the Eddies 40-yard line near the 38. 2:05 on the clock.
Monroe looked a lot farther than what it was. It's because he had to drop back so far to try to get it off.
24-8. I'm sorry, 24-16.
Trips out to the left. Conklin back to pass. He's looking right. Going to fire it across his body. Lofts it up, and it will be incomplete. Really, just bounced back up to him or something.
Yeah, wounded duck, just barely. I think the defender might have even got his hand on it, and then it bounced right back up into the receiver's hand.
Yeah, Bryce Smith just not able to bring it in. 2nd and 10 now with 1:20 on the clock as it still runs. 55-7 our score, Edwardsburg. They will be vying for their 4th straight district championship next Friday or Saturday. Make sure you tune in. And again, that will depend on, the date will depend on if it is Hastings or Paw Paw that wins. Hastings, they are, I believe, further than 75 miles away, which means they get to dictate if it's a Friday or a Saturday contest. Conklin loses the handle on it. It's on the turf. He's able to pick it up still. Chaos ensues, and the Eddies will finally bring him down after a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9.
And that ball was just everywhere on that play.
The stop was Derek Smith.
Conklin fortunate to maintain possession of it.
One more score update for you. Paw Paw 24, Hastings 22. That with 5:10 left in the 4th quarter.
Ooh, a burner.
10 left in the 4th quarter. Paw Paw 24. Hastings
The opposite
22.
going on here in Edwardsburg.
3rd and 9. 10 seconds to go. Here's the give. It's going to be Skidmore again. And the Eddies are quickly there. And that was Jacob Walker on the tackle. That is 4th and long, and that's where we're going to let this one end. Our final score from Edwardsburg, 55-7 Eddies. They again will be back here next week to take on the winner of Paw Paw and Hastings for the district championship game. Keep it right here after this quick commercial break. We will bring you our Defense Masters player of the game and our final game stats.
The second half of the game will be played here at Edwardsburg next week.
Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? When you are the Shane Shiner of the Niles of Edwardsburg, Edward Jones financial advisor, who focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you.
Once again, our congratulations to the Eddies as they move on to the district championship. And our best of luck and job well done also to the Vicksburg Bulldogs here tonight and for the season.
It's better than BOGO. It's Honor Credit Union's Select Rewards credit card. Buy one, get 2 points for every dollar spent on any purchase. Redeem points for 2% cash back, gift cards, and more right on the Honor mobile app. If your credit card isn't offering you 2% cash back on all purchases, it's time to join the fam at Honor. See honorcu.com.
Subject to credit approval. Call 800-442-2800 for complete details. Insured by NCUA.
CW Automotive and Garage, here to show our support for Feed the Hungry. This is our chance to help fill the food bank